All right, everybody, welcome to the Groundsman. It is, man. That top order just demolished me. So normally what that structure looks like is that and honestly, that's part of why the groundsmen are here as well, so that you don't have to wait for Coke Week in order to see who's who and what's what. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Groundsman. Welcome back to Players Potential. We've got another fantastic youngster here from Pretoria. We've got Safwaan. Safwaan, thank you so much for joining us, bud. How are you?
I'm fine, and yourself? Thank you for having me.
Very good, man. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. When we had a chat with KG from the Titans, he said, listen, there's one kid you got to talk to, and that's Safwaan. He's a fantastic young talent in the area. Fantastic bowler. I think he's someone that is we got to look out for. So I think the first question that probably everybody's going to want to know is, how did you fall in love with the game? What is it? When did you start?
So it all started from when I was 2 years old. I got a family that loves cricket, brother, father, and uncles. They love the game. So it all started from there. And my love began when I was just about 2 years old. So my first thing I had was a plastic bat and ball.
Yeah.
At 2 years old, running around in the yard, playing around with it. My brother would come throw the ball, I would hit it.
Yeah.
And from there it started.
Then you took over. And that's the thing, right? If you got uncles and dads and brothers who love the game, the first thing they do is put a ball and a bat in your hand, and they see
Yes.
where it goes from there. Did they always want you to sort of play the game at the level that you're playing it now, or was it just always just sort of just been for fun?
No, they wanted me to play at the level that I'm playing at now.
Yeah,
They've always seen something in me.
that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So I mean, you've got your brother and some uncles. How's the community where you stay? Do they support the game? Is it an area that loves the game?
Unfortunately, I reside in a community that does not have interest in the game.
Mm,
They, besides the members of Laudium Cricket Club, the community doesn't do really much.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's like a lot of communities, man. I was speaking to another young player from Attridgeville. Same story, man. There's always influences to try and drag you away from the game, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Um, and what do you find that makes it difficult for you to play the game?
There's no support when you're playing around. There's no one there to cheer you on and give you that gumption to carry on.
Yeah, yeah. Outside of, I guess, your brother, right?
Yes, my brother's always there, always on the sidelines there, cheering me on all the time.
Yeah. And what kind of coaches you guys have there at Laudium? Do they support you outside of the game, or is it something that is it
Uh,
like a general club?
it's a general club. The coaches sometimes they do support you, but not all the time.
Mm. Mm. Okay, I mean that makes sense for a club. It sounds like uh, a normal sort of standard club.
Yes,
And fortunately, they have a Premier League side, right? So you get to play at that
yes,
level as well.
yes.
Okay, that's fantastic. So where have you played, right? So I know you're part of I think it was the under 17 tournament where you represented your region for the hubs or the high performance centers. You were part of that, right?
No, I wasn't part of that.
Oh, you didn't play in there. I thought you played in there.
No, no, no.
Jeez, man, that it would have been fantastic to see you there.
Yes.
Did you go for trials for that, or
No, I haven't went for trials for that. I went for the under 19 trials now recently.
recently? Oh, okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. So tell me something. What do you love most about the game? That's what wakes you. What gets up on waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning? Say, when's the light gonna come on so I can go play?
It's just me running in bowling quick. The only thing I enjoy is running in and just bowling the ball as fast as I can.
gas. That's fantastic, man. That's fantastic. And what in the game itself, what's the most challenging? Because I find that some of the players that have done exceptionally well have always found something challenging about the game that forces them to go to the next level. So what challenges you the most about cricket as a sport?
It's a team sport, and individually sometimes it doesn't really help, because sometimes when you bowl, if you nick a guy off and then they don't take a catches, it brings you down also.
Mm.
So like that day you have to, it's difficult like that.
Yeah, yeah. It is, man. That's that can be frustrating. And cricket is is almost is the best leveler. Eh? You can take a fiver
Yes.
tomorrow and just get absolutely hammered the next day, not understanding what happened. So
Yes.
that's definitely something that helps build character. And I think then my last question for you would be, do you see yourself sort of going to the next level, hopefully playing for your national, for your country, and also sort of making a career out of it long term?
My most important goal is to play international cricket, and my smaller milestones is playing for the Titans and playing the Big Bash in Australia.
Yeah.
And most importantly, one of my small milestones is bowling faster than Bradley and Shea Bachter.
Yes, bud. Yes. We're all over that. We support you with that, man. Listen, thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us, Safwaan. Really
Thank you
appreciate you
very
coming
much.
out, especially on a Friday like this, after a long week at school. Good luck with exams and everything else you have at school, balancing cricket and the home life. From the groundsman, we support you and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. All right, guys, there we go. We have young Safwaan out in the Pretoria region in the Laudium area. Um, fantastic young cricketer, good young bowler, like a proper speedster. He just wants to bowl quick and take guys' heads off, right? And that's what we want out of our bowlers. But I think above and beyond that, he's a young man that's growing, that's developing, and sort of looking at an all round growth experience out of the game, and also looking to play at the highest level of the game. So all we can do is support these youngsters. They've got the numbers. They're putting them out there. Um, all they need really is a fair shot, and that's what the groundsmen are here to try and get them a fair shot at a career, fair shot and an opportunity to play for their country and really represent their communities and their families the way they've always dreamed they would. So thank you so much for joining, guys. We really appreciate it. From the players' potential, we appreciate you from the groundsman. See you next time. All right, everybody. Welcome to the groundsman. Still is, man. That top order just demolished him. So normally what that structure looks like is that there's, and honestly that's part of why the groundsmen are here as well, so that you don't have to wait for Coke Week in order to see who's who and what's what.